Isaac Chamberlain. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that's important to me, and that's on making more friends and making the world a more friendly place in general. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to talk about 5 different methods that I've used, and I know they work, to do this. Alright, let's just jump right into it. What I want you all to do is I want you to think about the nicest person you've ever met in your entire life. The nicest. You got it? Well, the nicest person I've met wasn't a person at all. It was actually my childhood pet, which was my dog Chimney. I got him when I was in kindergarten, and I remember I'd come home from school every day, and he'd be sitting there waiting at the door, his tail would be wagging, jumping up and down and barking, just happy to see me, and he'd follow me around the house wherever I went that entire day, until I went to sleep. And then when I came back the next day from school, there he'd be, waiting again to go and do it all over again. And the reason why is because Chimney, he was born knowing that you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Let me say that again. You can make more friends by becoming more interested in other people in 2 months than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. So that's the first rule. You have to be interested in other people. Now let's try having a conversation right now, shall we? Where are you from? How's the weather out there? Okay, let's try that again, but the right way, alright? So, where are you from? That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to go out there. How's the weather, though? Maybe I'll vacation out there. It sounds pretty nice. The only difference is I'm having a good time meeting you. How do you expect anyone to have a good time meeting you if you're not having a good time meeting them? So, the second rule is you have to smile. Alrighty. Now, right now, I'd like to thank a few people for watching this video. I'd like to thank Adam. I'd like to thank Instructor Quorum, and I'd like to thank Russell. Now, what I've done right there is I've used 3 people, 2 of our classmates. I've used their names. Sorry I couldn't use all your names. Now, what I've done is I've sparked an interest because I used their names. That's all I did. People are more interested in their names than any other person's name in the world. Why? Just because it's their name. So, the third rule is you have to remember that person's name and use it in the conversation. It's important to them. Now, let's try another conversation, shall we? Let's hear about your hobbies, you know. What do you do on the weekends, and why is it your favorite hobby? Alright. You really want to talk to me right now? I'm not even paying attention to you. What you gotta do is you gotta be listening to the person. You gotta be engaged in the conversation. You gotta put your body language towards them. You have to be a good listener. That's the 4th rule. Be a good listener. Now, I would actually like to ask a couple of you questions. First one, I'd like to ask Kevin. I know you've been in Korea, and I know you've eaten their food, obviously. You gotta tell me, is it good, is it bad, and what should I order when I go out to a Korean restaurant? Because I'm planning on going this weekend, so you gotta get to me fast. Secondly, Robert, I know you like soccer. What's your team? My team's Real Salt Lake. You gotta let me know. Sorry I couldn't use all you again, but what I've done, a couple of our classmates, I'm talking about their interests, their likes, what they've done in their life. I'm talking in terms of their interests. And what that does is it makes the conversation more interesting to them. They want to talk to me more because I'm talking about them. And that's the 5th rule. You got to talk in terms of their interests. So we got all the 5 rules now. Let's go over them, alright? The first rule, you have to be interested in other people. You got to be interested in meeting them. That's easy enough. Now the second rule, you have to remember to smile. And the third rule, you should remember their name and use it, because it's always important to someone that you know their name. The 4th rule is you have to be a good listener. You can't have your body away from them. You got to be body language, turned at them, like you're actually accepting what they're saying. And the 5th rule is you have to talk in the terms of their interests, things that they like to do, things that they've done. With these 5 rules, you should be making more friends in no time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.